Hey guys,
So we're gonna be quick today.
the COVID was the right word, outbreak. The
There's a
Omicron outbreak is upon us.
it is upon us. I got a test because I just have a weird tickle in my throat, but people think I'm overreacting. And you're negative, right?
I'm negative, but four people that I work with have it, and four or five people that I had Christmas dinner with now have it. But me and my mom both tested negative today, but I have a sinus infection, so I still
Yay.
don't feel good.
No,
No,
she don't feel good. But you know what, guys? We're gonna make it work.
I'm moody and I'm ill. All these people that's like, it's not real. Shut up.
I know.
It is real. We've all got it. Like, just
We all have it now.
just accept it. Get over it.
It's so funny though. I was sitting there the other day and I was like, they're like, oh my God, if you have all three shots plus you get COVID, you're like ultra super immune. And I'm like,
Hmm.
wait a minute.
And the funny thing was, I was planning on getting my booster yesterday because I was off today, and my mom was going to get hers too. And then we found out all this, and I'm like, well, I don't feel good. And what if you have it? So we didn't, neither one of us do it. So we're both due for our booster.
I'm just sitting here like, so you're telling me if I were to get COVID between now and February, I'd be good for WrestleCon.
Hmm. If I don't know, everything's such a mess.
It's
Everywhere's
a
packed.
fucking mess.
The emergency room here, and I mean it's not a small town I live in by any means, but it's not a big city. Their wait in their ER yesterday was 19 hours
Ugh.
to be seen at the ER.
So don't get in a car accident, anybody.
No, yeah,
Because
that's there's no
they
good.
ain't there ain't nobody gonna help you. This is the
Mm-mm.
bad place.
No heart attack. No.
Don't have a stroke.
Mm-mm.
Don't I don't know what else to say. Just don't. Just stay home. Just stay home. That's
Don't
what
go
we're
out for
doing.
New Year's.
Don't go out for New Year's. You know what though? I will say we're not the only ones because there was an outbreak in the WWE.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah, day one maybe a
Mm.
disaster,
Yeah,
and they're
Seth
looking for
Rollins.
seat fillers. So apparently there's not enough people buying tickets because half of Georgia has it at this point. So
Yeah. You know, I was sitting there thinking, man, if I had extra money, I'd go be a seat filler. But then I'm like, yeah, I'm getting COVID at that point.
but like they're canceling everything. I mean, I'm sure that's everywhere, but like they're canceling, like they have the peach drop here instead of the apple drop. They're
Yeah.
canceling that. Like, and
They canceled
Georgia's.
the pine cone drop and the boot drop in Prescott and Flagstaff.
Hmm.
So
That's big in Georgia and Arizona because they don't care about COVID. So
they don't give a shit. Texas is
no.
the only one in Florida. Texas, you know, I would go to Florida to see the drag queen drop in the shoe.
Mm,
I would go do that. But the drag queens are taking it seriously, so that may not even happen.
that's true.
I know.
I just feel like, and I know it doesn't matter because they need money all the time, but just going to see how a drag queen that has to wear a mask is like such a waste to me.
It's such a waste. I
Even
mean,
if it's
you know,
clear, even if it's clear, like I'm just like,
I gotta say though, I think for her, I would be like, okay, the only good thing about this is you only have to do half your face.
hmm.
I told my mom that same thing, and she's like, well, what if it's, you're gonna go see Wyndham? I'm like, oh no, 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 we're doing the whole face that day.
Does she call him window now?
No, I
Oh.
called him that, and she's like, I don't know who that is. She still calls him the guy with the lantern. The guy with she don't even know his name. She wouldn't know. He could come in this house and she'd be like, "Oh, hey, it's the guy with the lantern," and then like go on with her life. She wouldn't care.
Mm.
But yeah, there is an outbreak. Seth Rollins has COVID. Becky Lynch may have COVID. Roman Reigns has disappeared.
Biggie may have it.
Big E may have it.
Is it
Baron
Bianca?
Court. Bianca. No, Bianca was working on her geared station. She's good to
Oh.
go. Baron Corbin had another baby in these conditions.
Hmm.
Good for him. It's another girl, if you must
Hmm.
know. Yeah. I what
Tony Storm
how
packed up and went home.
yeah. Tony Storm was like, I'm tired. I'm leaving. I don't know.
Whatever business you're in, growth isn't just about getting bigger. At ADP, we believe it's about getting stronger by turning data into insights so you can build teams that work as teams. By using our AI technology to help catch payroll errors before they're errors. And by keeping ahead of thousands of changing regulations so you can keep ahead of everything else. ADP helps businesses like yours grow stronger every day. ADP, HR, talent, time, and payroll.
I don't know. But you know what, guys? I don't know what to say. And I don't know where they're going with this. We may all have it by WrestleCon.
Is it Shinsuke? Didn't they say Shinsuke didn't show up to Madison Square Garden, I think?
But some of them were actually flight delays.
Oh.
Some because canceled flights and shit because other people have COVID and can't go to work.
And other people are making flights difficult. See the lady that missed her flight on TikTok, or she missed her flight and she ran out on the tarmac and they arrested her? And she was still like fighting them, like, why are you arresting me?
She's like, I'm just trying to stop the plane. I gotta get on. Let's see. Why would you be arrested for that? Well, it's a federal crime. That's a federal offense. But
people are just acting nuts. People are being so hateful and so rude.
People are absolutely insane. Yeah. So let's get this over with before like February. Which I'm hopeful because South Africa is on the back end of this. So you know what? Like this could go quick. This could just be quick. Plus, I'm going to Texas. It's not like they're going to call anything off.
True.
Yeah. You know. I'm not mad at that. We can make it work. We'll make it work, guys. Unless he's like, I cancel. And I'm like, fuck. I cancel. I'm out. Bye. 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 But anyway, yes. Who knows what these matches are gonna be? Raw, they somehow got it to work, but now it's very strange because now all of these people on Raw are also working NXT now. But also the NXT people are on Raw, so I think it's because everybody is sick. But also Vince McMahon did not show up to Raw, so he could have it.
Sick and or fired.
Sick, fired, sick and tired of the bullshit, or missed their flight. I think that's everybody in this country at this point. Yeah. So, it'll be interesting. I don't even know if we could do predictions for this show because like Seth, who knows if he's going to show up? Who knows if Becky's going to show up? Who knows who else could be sick between now and Saturday, Sunday morning? Like who knows?
It's Saturday morning, right?
I thought the show was Sunday.
I was on the first.
Saturday morning. I don't know. I'm used to it being on Sunday. So who knows? Like, who fucking knows at this point? You know, I bet Vince feels pretty dumb to have fired all those people, though. Because, like...
Just give the title to KO. Just let Kevin have it.
Just give it to Kevin. You know, you know what? Here's how you do it. Whoever is not positive of COVID gets the belt. Yeah.
Poor Roman, though. That sucks. Like,
well, we don't know. Roman could have voluntarily
right, but even still, though, like he's like the biggest guy going right now, and he's like afraid to leave his house. Like
Roman's afraid to leave. Roman shows up in a hazmat suit, like I'm not fucking around with you people. Okay, well, I would kind of laugh though. I'd be like, good for him. Good for him. You know, good for him. But yeah, we are officially in the bad place. This is the bad place.
We just got there.
Well, you know when they're like, well, worst case scenario, this happens. This is the worst case scenario. They're like, well, worst case scenario, everybody's gonna fucking get it at once. And guess what? Here we are. But now, like, the CDC's like, well, you're on your own.
Go back to work in 5 days.
Go back to work in 5 days, if that. If you're asymptomatic, you don't just keep going.
And if you're a nurse, go anyways.
Just go
what
anyway.
I've heard.
Yeah, if you're a nurse, just go.
I saw this video this nurse did. Like, I completely understand, like, 'cause, you know, they're making us work until we have, like, total proof we have a negative test, even though we've all been exposed to it, because everybody's sick, or a positive test, I mean. And I saw this TikTok video where this nurse was like, I have it, but, you know, I don't think she was asymptomatic. She just didn't have a lot of symptoms. And she's like, they're making us go back to work. And she was like, I never want to hear a word about my 42-ounce Dr. Pepper at the nurse's station, invisible sight, ever again.
Yes. Never.
Like, yes. If we have to work in these conditions, we should be able to do whatever we want.
Did you see her thing where she's like, I should be able, she did a reply to it. She goes, I should be able to have a whole ass Mexican buffet at the nurse's station. And nobody's going to say anything. Nobody's going to say a word.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? Good for her. And then there was another one I saw where this lady's leaving a pharmacy. She goes, pharmacy workers, are you okay? Like, are you okay?
No.
And she's like, I just walked in there and they're not okay.
No, it's awful. Because not only do you have all the people with COVID who are just coming in, you know, with no mask, giving you all their crap right in your face. Not only do you have that, then you have literally this one guy came in the other night and asked one of the girls where something was, and he didn't have on a mask, of course, and we have to wear a mask. So she had one on. Yeah. So she walked him over to show him where something was, and then she comes back and she was like, in the middle of the conversation, he goes, oh, I just tested positive for COVID, me and my wife. So she went and got him a mask, and I don't know what she said to him. Maybe she made some comment like, oh, you should be wearing a mask. I don't know. But she went and got him a mask. Then here he comes again and leans around the plexiglass and sticks his face right up at her face. And he's like, I'm sorry, I just found out. I'm sorry if that was rude or something. But he's still leaning around there in her face. And she's like, okay. Then he comes back again and asks for something else's.
They're like, sir, can you please stay behind the partition?
So you have those people. You have people that you know have been exposed. Like, I'm friends with a girl that definitely, her mom and her husband that live with her both have it. And her sister, who has been around them, has come in there multiple times with no mask on. So, like, you know, if I know that one person's been exposed and is in there with no mask on, who, by the way, now she has it. But anyway, yeah, like, everybody that's come in there has been exposed. So not only are you dealing with being exposed, then you have everybody wanting their vaccines. You have the people that really want it and the people that are being forced to get it. So then they're hateful, because they're being forced to get it by their job or whatever. So everybody's hateful. Nobody understands. And they're mad when we can't take walk-ins because we're so booked. And they're like, what do you mean? There's signs that you take walk-ins. I'm like, yeah, when we have them available, we're booked up. Well, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's here.
You're like, who's going to give you the shot?
Like, we have 3 people working, sir. 3. Like,
what do you want from me?
Like, it's like nobody has common sense. Like,
they just look at you like, what?
Like, the flu season's really high. We have all these sick people. We also have to fill prescriptions. And so, no, we are not okay.
They just look at you like, what?
You mean I have to wait?
What do you
20
mean?
minutes when I have no appointment? I just march my happy ass in here.
You know what, though? I will say today, because I got a COVID test today, because, again, I had a scratchy throat and people think I'm overreacting. But I think TikTok talked me into thinking it.
No,
because everyone on TikTok's like, oh, my throat itches and I have COVID. I'm like, oh my God, I have COVID. So I went anyway, because I'm like, I'll just get a test. It's fine. And everybody was real chill. I will say that. Everyone was real chill. Like, nobody was like, hurry up. No, it was real calm. Good. I'm like,
because that's usually not the case. Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you, your pharmacy workers are not okay, because Saturday is January 1st. And what happens on January 1st?
Everybody's reset. And
everybody's insurance changed plans. So they're showing up and we don't have their new card information, and their medicine that's normally $15 is now $300. and they're coming to pick up. I'm like, why is it $300? And then you have to redo it, and then they have to wait, and then they're mad that you didn't magically have the new
card,
have the new numbers in your head for the insurance, because you should know.
Damn it! Why aren't you like, you don't have telepathy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So doctors and pharmacies they're not okay.
They're not okay, guys.
No.
They want to go cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. And now we're four people down. 4.
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. I mean,
Maybe
I don't know.
5.
My boss is supposed to go on vacation next week, and now he's like freaking out that anybody else gets sick. He's just gonna have to cancel his vacation.
Yeah, you are.
Although he might need to cancel it anyway, but he paid like thousands of dollars and he can't get it back. So,
well, you better have somebody else go on your trip,
Mhm.
because you ain't going.
Sir,
You may have COVID by the time your trip happens.
that is true, might.
You may have it by then. So I wouldn't bank on this trip happening.
Because I don't feel good. And I have a sinus inspection, they said, but my friend that I was talking about, her husband initially went and got tested. Her mom tested positive. She had pneumonia, and he just got diagnosed with a sinus infection. And now today he took a COVID test, and now he's positive. So the sinus infection could somehow morph into COVID in a couple of days, because I've been around the sick people as late as day before yesterday. So
you're just looking, you're like, great.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this is the bad place. This is the bad place where we're fucked. But you know what? At least I have something to look forward to.
That's true.
I do. Like, that's the only thing get me through at this point, guys. Be like, well, at least I'll see Wyndham eventually. Oh my God. I saw something the other day. I forgot what it was, but I almost sent it to you. God. So this girl was talking on some show, and she's like, it's been 5 years. It's happening. I'm like, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Yeah. I know that feeling.
You should have turned that into a gift for yourself.
It's been 5 years. It's happening. So, except it's 4, which I'm like, don't put 5 out there. Don't put that out in the fucking universe. No. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, guys.
So do we make predictions or no?
I don't think we. What do we? How about we predict who's gonna show up? Because at this point, like, Vince may have COVID because Vince didn't show up to Raw, and
unless they're just trying to keep him from getting sick. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like he'd be like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna go because I'm Vince and I'm immortal." Yeah. So I'm gonna say we'll see. We'll see is the prediction. Fuck, you know what? Tomorrow we could turn on fucking SmackDown. They're like, well, the following people will not be at day one. And it's like everybody. But Bianca did say that she has her gear ready. So she's gonna be there. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Everybody's sitting there like, oh, who could be sick? Well, here is the house show that happened today. Sami Zayn versus Ricochet was one of the matches.
Wow.
Yeah. Drew and Sheamus. Okay, Drew and Sheamus are okay. Ricochet was in 2 matches. 2 matches, guys. Ridge Holland versus Mansoor. The Usos versus Kofi and Drew. Shotzi versus Xia Li. Shayna was there. Sasha versus Charlotte. Because, you know, Tony's gone.
Oh, Charlotte and Andrade are back on. Side note.
Yes, they're back together.
Mm-hmm.
Which, good for
they're
them.
in Mexico eating tacos and drinking tequila.
Well, not anymore because Charlotte just wrestled tonight. So, but anyway, yes, guys. Mansoor versus Ridge Holland was a match.
I do like Ridge Holland.
Yes. He's got a match on the show now. Day One has a new match just announced. And that is hold on, let me go find it because I was like, what? Why would that? And now I'm like remembering, everybody's got COVID. I'm like, oh, this makes sense now. The match, hold on. Let me pull her up. All right, there we go. WWE. The match is oh, where'd it go? I just saw it. I thought that was Braun Strowman for a minute. There's this guy on here. I was like on NXT UK. I'm like, is that Braun Strowman? Oh, here it is. Ricochet and Cesaro versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland is now on Day One.
Hmm. Hey, at least Cesaro's got a match on Day One.
Yeah. But you know what the best part is? We're all sitting here like, why would that be on the pay-per-view? And then you're like, somebody's match is not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Somebody's match just got canceled. They're like, they're like, got the dartboard out. They're like, let's do this person. Yeah, that sounds right. We'll do that.
I mean, it'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Ricochet never has any matches. And then somebody said, does this mean the bar is getting back together?
Oh.
Can that happen? Because I missed the bar. The bar was a good team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so random matches are being announced. So people have this idea that something is not going to happen. So far, Edge and The Miz is still on. The only match that I think might be a problem is Big E, Seth, KO, and Bobby.
And Roman and Brock.
Well, Roman and Brock. Becky and Liv.
Mm-hmm.
If Becky tests positive. This is another match that was just now. Madcap Moss versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh. Two guys with ponytails.
Two guys. Well, at least there was like a feud there. I'm pretty sure they were building to Baron versus Drew, but Baron has a child now. Another child. So, I'm sure that's the reason why that happened. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Tomorrow we could get a match of like Ivar and Eric versus two random people. But I will say the one plus side of this whole thing, guess what match that one of the house shows got?
What?
A match that we would kill to see.
Finn Balor versus...
Oh no. Kevin Owens versus Edge in a steel cage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And now everybody's like, why the fuck can we not see it? Like, we want this match. Can we
know it's recorded.
Literally, everybody's like, you put the shit on TV that you do, but you kept that? They're like, oh, it's a house show. It's like, we know you have it. Just give it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't know.
That's a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see that match? Also, Paul Heyman got kicked out of of the of the Bloodline. I had to think of the name for a minute. Paul Heyman, but now like, is the match even happening? We don't know. But Paul Heyman got kicked out of the Bloodline.
Well, supposedly, I think at the end he's still gonna pick Roman.
He's gonna be that chick who like the guy dumps her, but she's like, oh my god, I can't have anybody else but you. If I can't have you, nobody will. That's a little weird, but yeah. So that's a little strange. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Who knows? Liv could be like de facto Raw Women's Champion now. Like, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. At this point, like, it's possible that, like, Nobody's gonna show up. So, bet you feel bad for firing Bray and Braun now. Snaps. Right? Right. Like, think of all those people they could put in and fired them. But yes, anyway, somebody who was supposed to be in a match at day one, but is not now. Tony Storm. Yes, Tony Storm packed her shit and left.
And then there were people bitching online about how WWE didn't pay for her flight home. Why would they?
Well, actually, the rumor is that she booked her own flight before going in and quitting. So she wanted out so bad that she booked her own flight and paid for it.
Okay. But why would they pay? If you quit, why would they pay? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, and people fail to realize WWE doesn't pay for their flights in general. Y'all, they're independent contractors. WWE doesn't pay for their flights. That's a tax write-off.
I wonder if because this was AEW people saying that, so I wonder if they're Tony Khan pays for everyone's flights.
Well, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but WWE doesn't pay for anybody's flights. That's a tax write-off. Just saying, guys. Also, AEW talent, technically, they would want to pay for their own flights because you could write that off. So I'm just gonna sit here unless Tony Khan pays for it because he knows he doesn't pay his people enough.
I don't know if he does pay, but I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to imply.
But see, that's the funny thing is these people don't know how it works. How these contracts work is you're in charge of your own shit. The only time that they don't is on the European tour because they take buses. So WWE will foot the bill for the bus, obviously, but no, that's not how this works. First off, your burn's not as good as you thought because guess what? That's no, even anybody who quits, they pay for their own flight home. Weirdos.
This is totally random, but I was looking on Twitter and someone posted a video of Adam and Bobby and Kyle coming out, and they all have yellow and black, and they're literally doing without the hand gesture, the undisputed pose in the ring. Why?
Do you have to ask?
Yellow. All the lighting is yellow and black.
Question. Jen. You know why?
But why are these AEW people this is the greatest thing ever? It's literally NXT. He did the boom and everything.
You know why?
I don't understand.
None of us do. None of us understand.
You're literally cheering because they took WWE and put it in AEW, and you're acting like it's creative and original.
Yeah. So Chelsea and Matt Cardona are getting married. Yeah.
Woohoo.
Honestly, I'm sitting here just I don't know who gets divorced into this deal.
Us for having to look at the wedding pictures later.
I wonder what the dress is gonna look like.
Probably slutty. No offense to her. I'm not trying to be slut shaming, but probably kind of slutty.
Her whole hoo-ha will be out.
I don't know about that, but it won't be some flowy princess.
I'm gonna laugh if she surprised us, and it's a long sleeve dress.
I don't think so.
I'll be wow, we were way off on that one. But she could surprise us.
She could.
I doubt it, but she could. Yeah, so they're getting married. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. Congratulations, I guess.
That's a choice.
It's a choice, but you know what? If there were two people ever made for each other, it's those two.
It's true.
Yeah, because you know what? They try to put themselves in every situation and they don't take responsibility for their actions. So, Mazel tov, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting very interesting. Also, guys, the only thing that could save day one, and I just remembered this, WWE is no longer requiring COVID testing. So, yeah.
That sounds pretty dumb.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about that. Probably because everybody and their mom tested positive in the past week. So who knows? And then, you know what I start to wonder, and I actually really worry about? Becky and Seth have their kid on the road.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know. All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about today, because we're going to make it quick because somebody is tired over there and I can already tell. What predictions do you have for wrestling in 2022?
See, I kind of want to say that WrestleMania is going to be no audience. Just because. But, I mean, obviously this strain is not as serious, so maybe not.
Well, and also, again, like I did mention, South Africa's already through it.
Yeah, but so, there's not going to be another strain between now and whenever.
Say that.
I'm just saying. I think at some point next year, I think something like that will happen. There'll be either a big outbreak with everybody again, like a big outbreak, or there will be a period of time where there's nobody. Because places are already canceling events and stuff, so I think certain places will just start canceling wrestling events. Not Texas. Texas is not going to be the first to go because they don't care. But
they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm surprised the Madison Square Garden one went down.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. But, who knows?
I would say that. I would say Roman's definitely going to lose his title at some point next year.
I go back and forth on that one.
I think he will, but I think it'll be either to Brock or it'll be some kind of trickery. It won't be like.
So, I think that Brock will win it Saturday, Sunday, whatever day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it will be for a very long time.
No.
At the Rumble, Roman will win the title back.
Or whoever they want to have it next.
They're not going to let Roman will get it back.
You think so?
It's going to be Brock and Roman.
Ugh.
Only because I think at Mania they're going to build to the rematch and Roman will win again.
I don't know.
Because, yeah.
I think
for the end of 2022, Roman Reigns will be champion, though. Because they're going to build to LA and The Rock.
That's true.
And The Rock will lose. So.
I think Liv will win at some point. I think she'll have the title at some point next year, for sure.
I could see it being this weekend she wins it.
Mm-hmm.
But not for long. She will be a transitional champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will Becky win it back?
I don't know. I don't think people are loving Becky as much as before. I think they're kind of realizing that like they just totally pumped the brakes on Becky with this whole heel turn bullshit that isn't working. Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna have to turn face again.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. She's gonna have to be the man again. Because people are it's just people are cheering. They go insane for Becky still. But then like she says something stupid and she has to almost like physically pull people into hating her.
Right.
Because people don't hate her. People don't hate Becky. It happens. Okay, this is bold. This is a bold prediction. I could be wrong. I think there will be another wrestling company started in 2022.
It's possible.
Because I think TV stations are realizing that it's gonna be lucrative if they get the right person and the right talent. I think that, and who knows, this could be depending on who starts it, depending on all the factors. But with all of that talent out there, I really think that they could probably, if you say you signed Bray, Braun, EC3, Tony Storm, everybody like that, plus Danhausen, people like that, you could take down AEW. I mean, there's a way to do it. If I had the money and the business know-how, there's a way to take them down.
Yeah.
It's very, if I know how to do it, if you have money and the know-how and the insight, you would know how to do.
Right.
It's not that hard. It's really not that hard, guys. Which is funny because people are like, oh my God, AEW is going to be around forever. I don't think so. We gave it 5 years. Who knows? Maybe next year, if that happens, maybe that is the spark that will end them in the next 3. And then we'll be right about 5.
Do you think it's possible next year might be the year Vince steps away a little bit?
No.
No.
Fuck no.
He looks like death.
He looks like death. Yes. Breaking news, Mojo just liked my tweet.
Huh. About what?
So he said, hold on.
Ooh, excuse me.
I've been back and forth on if I should be supportive of Chelsea Green marrying Matt Cardona tomorrow, or if I should use this as another chance to bury him. I'll have the decision for you guys tomorrow. And I said, as long as the decision is made by 6:09 p.m.
Did you tag him in it?
No, it was at the bottom of his tweet.
Oh.
And he liked it. I'm like, see, he gets it. He gets it. Right? Like,
mm-hmm.
As long as it's made by that time, we're good. We're good. So anyway, where was I? Sorry, I have ADD, obviously.
Vince will never leave.
Vince ain't leaving. I do think, however, he's realizing that he's fucked up. And there was no long-term planning here. I do think he will either by the end of 22 sell the WWE, probably to Disney, or
that would still be him walking away technically.
I mean, they could keep him in as a figurehead, so maybe not walking away. I don't think he's ever gonna fully he'll kind of have, okay, if you know how everything went down, this will make sense. If not, it's gonna sound weird. He'll kind of have a sweetheart deal like Hugh Hefner had with the Playboy Mansion, where they're gonna keep him there until he dies, and then everything changes. Kind of like that,
It's like a respect sort of thing.
Yeah, like, oh my God, Vince, you've had this company forever. Like, we're gonna let you stay as a figurehead, and then we will gracefully, once you leave, change everything. Which I don't know when he could leave, guys, because he already looks like the Crypt Keeper. So, who knows? It could be next week. It could be 17 years from now. We don't know. But think about it this way, though. His mom's 100 years old. So, we may have a long time. We may be 60 by the time this guy dies. So we got a while. He's
probably gonna have himself frozen too.
He probably will. He will be cryogenically frozen until they find the cure for whatever has killed him.
Well, they'll prop him up next to Walt Disney if Disney buys WWE. They'll just prop him next to
They'll be
Walt
propped
Disney.
up next to each other.
And then they'll unthaw Walt, and Walt will be like, "What the hell is this?
What the fuck?" And Vince will be like, "Hey, pal." Yeah. So, yeah. Or my other idea is that Vince is going to hit the in case of emergency button and bring in fucking somebody crazy. I don't know who. Could be Vince Russo, could be Jim Cornette. Like, bring in somebody fucking absolutely insane to see if that doesn't fix things. Because the last time Vince was in this situation, what did he do? He got not Cornette. He got Vince Russo. Now, if I were Vince McMahon, I would have a match at WrestleMania of Jim Cornette versus Vince Russo. Because let me tell you, I'd want to be there for that one. But yeah, I think he might do something so incredibly insane, but it might work. It could work. But like something absolutely asinine. Or he'll sell. Who knows? One of the two. It's gonna be one of the two. But yeah. I think he realizes that they can't keep going like this because Raw was at a record low. So yeah. So what's another prediction? I think okay, this isn't really a prediction. I kind of know this is gonna happen, but we'll call it a prediction. Brian Cage will go to the WWE. Yes. He's already pissed off at AEW. So I feel like that's going to happen. But see, I don't want to call that a prediction because it's pretty obvious. But at the same time, like, we're pretty sure it's going to happen. Also, I feel like maybe Jake Hager will leave. Maybe.
I think at some point, maybe not this year, but at some point, I think Sammy Guevara will leave.
Yeah. MJF is all but gone, probably.
Yeah.
Unless they back up the Brinks truck. Yeah.
I wish that Adam Page would leave, but I don't think he will.
No. I'm trying to think who else I could see leaving. Peter Avalon, maybe. I could see him leaving. If there was the right amount of money. I mean, Big Swole already left. I just think next year will be the year that people start to leave or not re-sign. Or ask for the release or just not re-sign.
Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like they're gonna try to get Jeff Hardy, which may be a bad decision.
I think they are because Matt tweeted that he was excited that Red Dragon's in AEW and that him and Jeff would love to wrestle them.
Yeah, but at the same time, is this the best decision?
No, it's not, but
no, absolutely not. And I think that might come back to bite them in the ass. Just saying. I do think Ring of Honor will be back, but not the way we know Ring of Honor. Like, I feel like they may not even be called Ring of Honor. Like, they may be like a whole other entity. Like it's going to be totally different. So, I mean, yeah. I think they will. Who knows? They'll probably still call it Ring of Honor. It'll just be very, very, very different than what we know it as and what has ever been. But I do think it'll eventually be back. It could be. This is another thought I had is what if it's like a whole other ownership? What if somebody buys Ring of Honor? It's a whole other ownership. Shit, that could be the one that takes over.
That's true.
I do see prediction wise a lot of people leaving New Japan. I do. A lot of the American talent, I think, would leave because they kind of wrecked that whole deal. I mean, don't get me wrong, New Japan Strong is really good, but you know. Any other predictions you have?
I don't know. I just feel like the fans are very, what was the word we used last week? Disenchanted, that I'm disenchanted.
Disenchanted.
They're
Yes.
very disenchanted. And I think based on everything, I'm sure like merch sales and ticket sales for events and stuff in both camps, I'm sure, AEW as well. I think that's reflecting that, like you said, they were starting to realize that big changes have to be made. I just don't know if they'll make the right changes.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I think it's going to be, I think with WWE, we'll say WWE. Because, I mean, I don't know. AEW isn't going to change.
No, they're not. But I think you gotta think that Tony Khan's like freaked out a little.
Personally, I think WWE is going to be like a trial and error thing. I don't think they're going to be like, this is what we're changing, and then like everything works out and everything's hunky dory.
Right.
You know, I think it's going to take some time to really kind of decide what the fuck they're doing and what the best way to do this is. And hell, they may try a few things and it could go good, it could go bad. Like, but that's, I mean, going back to when WCW was beating them in the ratings, that's what they did. I think history will repeat itself. Also, this is going to be a bold one. I think Braun Breaker will be the winner of the 2023 Royal Rumble. It's a bold one. It's bold. I'm going 2023 on that, but it's bold. It's a bold thing. What else? I think GCW is actually going to, people may not agree with me on this one. I think GCW will be the only company that sees exponential growth. The growth will be year over year, I think it's going to double, if not triple. So just an idea. Something else I can see. Adam Cole will be AEW champion sometime this year.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I bet Cody and Brandy have another baby and use it for clout. I could see that for their show.
Maybe. My only thing is with maybe 2023 that'll happen because they had such a hard time with the one. So I would maybe that will be an end of 2022 thing. My only thing is, like, had she been able to get pregnant like really quick and easy, I'd say yeah, totally, but I don't think that was the case. And I mean, I don't know for sure. I don't know if I read this anywhere or if I'm just imagining it. I could have sworn that they had to do IVF.
Oh.
So if not, I could see that being why it took so long to have a baby. So it could be a situation, because I know she did say it took a really long time for them to get pregnant. And they were like at the point of thinking that it'll never happen. So that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe not 2022. Just because, but I do think when that baby starts to walk and talk, they're going to use her for clout.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, and that's disgusting, by the way. That's just disgusting. But, yeah. I think my thing is, maybe 2023 for that one. Unless she can magically get pregnant, because here's the thing is there's this chick I've watched on YouTube. She had to do IVF for her first 2 pregnancies. And then she randomly got pregnant.
Well, a girl I work with had to do IVF for her first, and they said that when she did that and had that baby, it reset her body, and she got pregnant right away the second time. Like, it didn't
Oh my
take
God. Could you
time.
imagine if it was like a miracle child? Oh my God.
Oh God, that'd be worse. What would they probably name it? Miracle?
Miracle.
Like Miracle Grace or something.
I think they'd name it, okay. Has it even, okay. You guys will have to let us know if you've seen the movie Where the Heart Is. They would name the baby Americus. Americus Grace Rose.
I could see that.
Her name would be Americus. And then if they had a third girl, it'd be named Novalee. Novalee Nation. That way Cody could have 3 little girls for the Senate run.
Or it'd be like Nevea, heaven spelled backwards. I could see that too.
Okay, I hate that name for kids.
I do too, but I could see it.
I know. I don't know. I feel like they'd be all like Americus. Novalee Nation. I'd be like, I know what movie they're watching. I know that movie.
They have a boy they can name it Justice, so then you have Justice, Americus, and Liberty.
God. And then Cody be like, guys, I solved racism again. God, that was the worst. God, that was really bad. Okay, my next prediction, Kenny Omega won't be back until after WrestleMania time. I think he's going to be gone for a while. Which, like, I don't like Kenny, but the guy was working with so many fucking injuries, which that is another thing that I think AEW needs to fucking, like, figure out. But, what else? Is there anything else you can think of? Oh, Impact will get a better TV deal. I think that will happen.
Be good.
Maybe GCW getting a TV deal. I mean, they just sold out Hammerstein, so.
Can we hope that Pro Wrestling Tees there's another company that comes out for wrestlers and Pro Wrestling Tees is no more?
That's a hope. I hope it's a prediction too, because it could be done so much easier
for all that credit card shit.
Yeah. I don't fucking know. They need another company. Either that or it needs to go. They need to do it a different way. Yeah. Oh, breaking news. Renee just showed her baby on Instagram.
Aww.
And she's so fucking cute. And she's fat. She's so fat. Oh my God. I love her. Oh my God. She's so cute. And she looks like Renee.
Aww.
She used to look like Mox. Now she looks like Renee. Okay. Also, I hope Mox comes back. They're supposed to have a GCW announcement with the title that he is currently holding. So we'll see what that announcement is. I bought the show because that's been my thing so far. Buying those shows. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. Yeah. There will be more releases though. That's my prediction.
And AEW will have some, you said, you think?
If not releases, then letting people out of the contracts. I don't think they'll fire anybody because they want, they're trying to be holier than thou, but I think people will ask to leave. You know what I mean? I think people will ask to leave, and the fandom of it all will be like, oh, why would they want to leave? Right?
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. They're like, oh my God, they weren't even that good anyway. They weren't that good. Why would they leave? Because money talks. That's why. I mean, look at Kevin Owens. Oh my God. Okay, this has nothing to do with predictions, but can I just say, going through the AEW tag the day after Kevin Owens re-signed, oh, they're like, why would he do that? What the fuck is wrong with him? Oh my God. It's like, well, $3 billion talks. It talks. I don't know about y'all, but that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money. Okay, 2022 prediction. Wyndham's movie will come out and I will go see it. And he'll be in it longer than Mojo was. What's another prediction? I think that's it. You know, we could be totally off because I think we did something similar like to this last year and we were way off.
Think there'll be any breakups or weddings?
I think Charlotte and Andrade will get married.
I kind of wonder if Adam and Britt will break up.
I don't know. I think
they're
get
still
married.
not engaged, right?
Well, that don't mean shit.
I know, but
they could get, maybe they are engaged and we don't know it. It could be a thing.
Could be, but
Cross and Scarlett will get married.
Will it be your dream wedding?
It's Cross and Scarlett? No.
You don't think?
God, no.
I thought she'd be like into the whole all black
He's
thing.
a QAnoner, so no.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. I want drag queens. So no.
Yeah, I was seeing her doing like the whole Trisha Paytas black wedding kind
of
thing.
Oh my God. Okay, we should have brought this up with the Brandy conversation, and this is totally not has anything to do with wrestling. Trisha Paytas is getting a surrogate.
Yeah, you sent me that video. Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna lock Moses in. Trying to think who could break up. I had to think. Because this year there wasn't really a ton of breakups. I think Rebby will have another baby. I think she's at the point now where she's popping them out like Pez. So I think she'll have one more. Now that they have a girl, I think she'll have one more. That'll be 5 kids. And she'll be done. I don't want to say this because I don't want to speak it into reality. Maybe Mox and Renee.
I was thinking that. If this last rehab doesn't take, she's got a baby to think of now. I can see.
Well, not only that, but like, where is he?
Yeah.
Like, where has it already happened? Which is sad, incredibly sad. But, I think Effie and his boyfriend will get married. Because their Christmas card was adorable. I want them to get married just based on the Christmas card. Like, I'll have to send it to you, Jen, because they have their dog Cranberry, and they're like, it's the cutest Christmas card I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh my God. Here, I will send it to you right now, and we could get her live reaction of Effie's Christmas card with his boyfriend.
Aww.
Right?
Is it a rescue?
Yes.
Aww.
Cranberry is the cutest dog in the world.
Aww.
So I want Effie and his boyfriend to get married. Can that happen? Can it happen?
It might.
I want that to happen. That's the one I'm rooting for.
Aww.
Trying to think. Can you think of other couples? See, we didn't think we thought Bailey was going to get married last year, I think, but look what happened with Bailey. So
that's true.
Deonna and Steve Cutler will get married. For sure. I think they're engaged. They either got engaged or they are currently engaged. Trying to think.
Think Bianca and her husband might have a baby?
I don't think it'll be this year. Maybe late 2022 they'll have a baby. But I think they're kind of happy the way they are. She's got stepkids. Like, I think they'd
be so cute though. They'd be so cute.
They would be the cutest parents in the world. God, that would be adorable. That'd be the cutest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. I think Io and Evil will get married. Chelsea Green will be pregnant.
Oh Lord.
She will. They seem like the type that they're going to be like, let's go.
But she loves her body too much. I don't know.
Who knows if they'll be not who knows? They could get drunk one night and boom. Girl, it doesn't always happen when you plan it.
That's true, but I don't see them planning it right away because she's too obsessed with how she looks.
We'll see. I could be wrong on these. I'm trying to think who could be on the baby train.
Charlotte, possibly.
Maybe by the end of Carmella.
I
could see them having a baby because they're engaged. They got engaged. So I could see them having a baby. She already
bought her wedding dress.
They're in a hurry. I'm not saying she's pregnant now, but I'm saying she's gonna want that baby. Fuck. Okay, this is totally out of left field. I think Jessica, Jess, or Cassie might get pregnant. Or both.
That's true.
I think they could plan that they would do it at the same time. That could happen.
I could see that.
Jessica Havoc and Sami Callihan getting married. I could see that happening. Who could break up? That's I don't want to wish that I don't want to wish that on any couple though. That's the sad part. The Renee and Mox one was hard to say. Hopefully Seth can keep it in his pants. Fuck.
Maurice and Miz could have another baby.
He got a vasectomy.
He can reverse it.
It could fail. People thought you know what was funny though is people thought she was pregnant, and then she was like, nope, not pregnant. God, I can't think of who else would be on the big old divorce train or breakup train.
I mean, I know one that we secretly hope for.
I mean, yeah, I could see that happening. Actually, I could see it happening. Okay, this is gonna be out of left field. Natty and TJ, I think, will break up because they're just, I don't know. I don't understand their dynamic. Maybe that's why I think they're always gonna break up. I don't understand the dynamic. It's very strange to me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't judge, but it's very strange to me. I feel very conflicted about their relationship. Guys, don't take. I mean, I have the great third eye, but you know, I'm not always right on these things. And I mean, come on, I've wished for that one we secretly want every year, and it hasn't happened yet. So that we know of. Anyway, I think Taylor Rotunda and Liv Morgan will go public with their relationship.
Oh, there you go.
I think they'll go public with their relationship because at this point everybody pretty much knows, but I think they'll finally admit it. Yeah. I think that's about, I mean,
no, Naomi and I always forget which one she's married to.
I'll tell you here in a minute. Isn't it
Jimmy?
Jay?
I don't know.
One of them.
I could see something happening with that because she's obviously been going through a lot.
They could
maybe it'll be or have a baby. They could think that might be the answer to fix it. I don't know.
Oh, I hope not. That would be that's the worst. Okay, only because I want them to have a baby. I think they would be adorable with a baby. My only thing is, like, if they're using it as a band-aid, it's not going to work. So, get your shit in line, then have a baby. God, I can't think of any other. Maybe Maria might have another. Maria and Mike might have another. They seem done though, but maybe could happen. Yeah. I feel like we're missing other couples that were like very obviously like could break up. Oh, Kip and what's her face could have a baby.
Oh yeah. Lana and Miro could have a baby.
I don't think so. Because she's an actress now. She's an actress now.
Oh God, she's not a very good one.
Yeah. I didn't say she was a good actress. I just said she is an actress. Okay. That's like saying Mojo has a movie. He's only in it for a couple seconds, but he's got a movie.
Bless his heart.
He's trying, okay? Yeah. I can't think of anything else. Oh, Lacey Evans will be in the Royal Rumble. Oh, Alexa Bliss could have a baby.
No, that's true.
She's been gone a while. It's a nice break, but I think she could have a baby. I wouldn't be surprised if like that comes out saying she's pregnant. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think that's it. I predict it's not going to be 5 years.
Yes.
Yes. I predict that. Yeah. I predict that I will drag Jen to Wrestle.
Oh Lord.
Guys, I put it out there.
I would just like to manifest that we have better years next year.
Yes, let's have better years because the past two have sucked.
Yeah, and I think we all got our hopes up that this year would be better, and then my dad died, so obviously my year didn't get better.
No.
COVID didn't get better.
No, it didn't. I mean, it did and it didn't.
Yeah, like now we can still go out, but
like I'm not worried about dying at least.
Right.
I would get sick, but I wouldn't die.
Right.
So like I guess that's an improvement. Not a big improvement, but it's a little like it's like, oh hey, I won't die at least. So speaking of which, my dad knows somebody who died from COVID like yesterday. So
oh wow,
get vaccinated.
What's happening, guys?
The guy was like 55 and like no other health problems, like just killed over. So like get vaccinated if you haven't, please. Like, for the love of God, get vaccinated. Which, I mean, if you haven't done it by now, I don't think you ever will.
Oh, they will. They will. We're still doing first doses on people. Because either A, their job's making them, or B, they want to travel somewhere that's making them. And you know who they are a mile away, because the only people getting first doses at this point are people that are anti-vax. And they have an attitude from...
Or kids.
Yeah.
There was a bunch.
We are doing a lot of kids, yeah.
I was gonna say I went to the grocery store the other day and there was a bunch of kids waiting to get vaccinated.
Oh, they're fun. I've really enjoyed that. 5-year-old shots. It's great.
So, question: has it reaffirmed your let's not have kids?
No, it's not even that. It's like some of the kids have been so cool. Like I've had, especially little girls, are like really cool about it. Like, they're just like, okay, like. They sit there and they're fine. And then some of the little boys are good. And then some of them just show their ass and just like freak. One little boy the other day. Well, no, one little boy the other day was 8. And he pitched a fit. And then I finally got in his arm. He screamed and jerked his arm, pulled, and it made the needle come out. And blood was coming all the way down his arm. And I was so mad. And I went, well, it hurt a lot worse now, didn't it? I was so mad. I was so mad.
Here's the thing is I can't really criticize these kids because I would be that 8-year-old. when I was 8, I would have been the 8-year-old. So
but the thing about it is his brother had just done it. His brother was younger than him, and his brother was just like,
sure,
it
whatever.
was nothing. Like nothing. He's standing there eating on his like his dum-dum lollipop that we gave him and everything, like it was nothing. And this kid is just like hysterical. I'm like, dude, it's not that
you know what's
bad.
crazy? Okay, this is armchair psychiatrist, because this is what I've learned. When you're a kid with a needle phobia that bad that like you jerk and shit, that's actually a sign that you have control issues.
Huh.
And I only know because I was that kid.
Oh,
and I have control issues.
Makes sense, but
it makes a lot of sense. It's a control issue thing.
It's horrible.
It's their subconscious telling them you have zero control over the situation. I mean, hell, I fucking punched a firefighter in the face when I had to get my tetanus shot when I was like.
But and tetanus does hurt.
Those do hurt. Okay. That's the funny thing. I told my mom, I was like, I do COVID shots all day. That tetanus one hurts.
The worst thing that happened to me when I was a kid, I was 7 and I was getting UTIs all the time, and they had to put a catheter in me to get a sterile specimen. And I thought I was being murdered. Like, I remember it vividly. I don't remember a lot from that age, but I remember it vividly. There was 4 people holding me down, and they wouldn't let my mom come in the room. She was literally standing in the doorway, and I remember I pitched the biggest fit.
Okay. I can one-up you because I was in and out of hospitals a lot. So, the most traumatic thing that happened, I was like 5. It was like 5. And I had surgery. I had to have surgery on my tibia, which is the big bone. If you don't know what your tibia is, it's the big bone that runs on your shin. So I had to have surgery. And they have to affix the tendon that runs down. They have to affix it to your foot. So how they do it is they stick a pin in to hold it in, and then they go in afterwards and, fix it, right? But for the surgery, they had to break your tibia. They had to break it and then reset it and everything. So, and it's Christmas when this is happening, guys. Picture this. I'm 5. It's Christmas. I got a cast up to my hip. There's a pin sticking out of the bottom. There's a lot happening in my life at this moment. And I bumped it.
Oh, no.
And blood shot across the room, onto the walls, onto the floor, onto the couch, onto me, onto everywhere. Blood is shooting from my foot. Just psh, like a fucking fountain. If I put my leg up, it'd be a fucking fountain of blood just everywhere. And I'm just sitting there like, welp. But you know what? My mom said it almost looked like I dissociated from it. So like, I was just like, cool, this is happening to me. I'm going to my happy place right now because this shit's too much. And I do remember it. I can remember the sound of the blood hitting the wall too.
Oh gosh.
Like it makes this really, you would think it'd make like a splattering sound, but it almost sounds like if you throw like slime at the wall. Kind of sounds like that, guys. If you ever wanted to know what it sounded like.
A water balloon or something. A paintball, yeah.
No, the paintball is too much like impact. It would be like if you had a water balloon full of red paint and you just threw it at the wall. Kind of like that. If you really want to know what it sounds like. So, yeah, I mean, note to self. Don't do it, guys. Yeah. So, yeah. Note to self. But yes, let's hope next year is better. I feel like it will be better once I get to WrestleCon and get my thing going. I'll be like, all right, cool. This is cool. Like, the year can end now. The highlight. This is a highlight of 3 years. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. And then if he shows up in AEW, I'll be like, somebody hates me. Somebody hates me.
Oh gosh.
Somebody hates me. Yeah, no. I don't think he will. I really don't think he will. That's my other prediction. He ain't gonna show up. I think he's gonna show up at random places, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he will show up in some random places and people will be like, "Oh, Santa, he did you," and it's like, no. Why? You don't have to. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. Anyway, guys, happy fucking New Year. What else do you want me to say? Like,
I mean,
oh, I feel like we were very optimistic last year at this time. We were like, oh my God, guys, there's a vaccine. Everything will be fine. It'll be fine. Spoiler. It wasn't fine. Yeah. There was a Capitol that was stormed. Biden is a letdown, but it's better than Trump. A dirty mop would be better than Trump, but yeah. I said what I said. The anti-maskers, anti-vaxxers are everywhere and it's disgusting. Also they show their asses all the time. So like, yeah. But yeah, anyway, guys, Happy New Year. GCW, their show is tomorrow and on New Year's Day. Day one is on New Year's Day, so yeah, who knows what's gonna happen there. I really don't know. Another prediction I just remembered. Asuka could come back because Asuka got real fucked up, so hopefully Asuka comes back. Like, I am ready for Asuka. Can she come back already?
Hope so.
I hope so. I miss Asuka. So be safe. Don't drink and drive. Please don't. Because, like, don't die. Right?
Yeah, that would be
Please don't die.
Good. Yes.
That would be like worst case scenario, guys. So like, please
just
don't
stay home. There's nothing fun to do.
Honestly, there's nothing going on that you can't do at home. There really isn't. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Your friends aren't as cool as you think they are. Believe me, they're not. I mean, mine's pretty cool, but like we stay home all the time, so like,
yeah, she's chronically depressed at the moment. So.
Yeah, she's chronically depressed with a sinus infection, and I'm over here just looking forward to March. April. So yeah, I mean, that is where our life is currently at the moment.
That is one of my goals for this year, though, is to try to be more positive and not be so negative about everything. Because I feel like I've been very negative, especially this year, but the last few years in particular. That's one of my goals for the year. I'm not gonna say resolution because then I won't do it. So
well, yeah, then it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
My goal for the year is to drop some weight by March.
Well, my goal is to drop some weight too, but that's my goal every year.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna. I don't want to say new year, new me kind of a thing, but like, we gotta pull ourselves back to where we were,
right?
Because this is not the good place. No, not the good place. You know what? Oh my God. Epiphany. Maybe me seeing Wyndham will reset the space-time continuum and we'll be happier.
That's a good point.
We'll go all the way back to where we were in the beginning.
That's a good point.
Yes. The space-time continuum just needs to be reset. That's what it is.
My other goal is to clean out my closet. I have so many clothes I don't wear. It's ridiculous.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking at it and I'm like, I told myself that the other day. It's like I have too much shit.
I should probably do that, but I won't. I mean,
there's probably some wrestling shirts at this point I don't want anymore. I haven't looked through.
I already gave him the heat hose, so yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Again, we're gonna reset the space-time continuum though. That's what's gonna happen, guys. I'm convinced, like, it'll take us all the way back to where we were, and then everything will be okay.
Hopefully.
Ish.
I'm depending on you.
Okay, somehow, Wyndham, if you're listening to this, there's a lot of weight on your shoulders right now. You're gonna have to reset the space-time continuum because we went off the ride.
You're gonna have to manifest us a good life. Thank you.
You're gonna have to manifest the best shit happening because right now we want off the ride. The ride's not fun anymore. Also, we want to go to Disney and like a year from April, so like kind of help, get us into the mood here. Because like we need to go to Disney.
There you go.
Yeah. And she wants to go to Disney. And I want to go to Disney. I was supposed to go to Disney. But
I was about to say, yeah.
I was supposed to go. It didn't happen.
Huh. I just remembered that. You told me that a few months ago and I completely forgot.
I was supposed to go and I didn't go because good thing it didn't happen though. It sold out that day.
Oh.
Yeah. So we would have been stuck at a hotel because it sold out. Which we probably would have had tickets, but can you imagine the lines?
You gotten sick. You got the Omicron anyway.
Yeah, and it rained the whole time we were supposed to be there. So I'm like, maybe it was a good thing we didn't go.
Yeah.
Omicron, pouring down rain for days on end.
I'm still kind of, and I know it's petty and silly, but I'm still kind of like, I don't want to go to Disney and have to wear a mask. I just don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we reset the space-time continuum, there's not a pandemic when I originally got to see Wyndham. So then the pandemic will end and we can go to Disney.
There you go.
See? Space-time continuum. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders, Mr. Rotunda. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Not mine. Yours. So,
you're just the catalyst.
Don't fuck it up. Because if you fuck it up, then there's going to be a problem. You are the catalyst for manifesting all of this to happen. Because obviously my manifesting's not happening. And her manifesting, didn't work. Nope. So, we need a third party to manifest this shit into reality.
Oh, man.
Also, can they announce Mojo for WrestleCon? Please. Mojo, please show up to WrestleCon. See, that'd be sad if you don't go, because then I'll see Mojo and be like, this is the saddest. I'm like, what am I going to talk to you about? Like, what is there to say? What is there to say?
Well, you can ask him about his movie.
At what point in this movie do you show up? Because, like, I'm not watching the whole
thing. Need a timestamp.
Can you give me the timestamps? Because I'm not watching the whole thing. I don't got time for that. And he'd be like, oh, are you going to watch Windows Movie? Yeah, I'm going to watch till the credits are over. God, there could be an in-credit scene. But, like, what point are you there? Because I'm just doing this to support you. That's about it. So, yeah.
Well, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year,
guys.
I
hope you manifest good things for yourself.
Manifest good things for us, too. Because, like, I feel like if a lot of people do it, it'll happen.
And manifest good things for wrestling.
Yes. And also, Vince McMahon can fuck himself. I feel like
Tony Khan too.
Oh yeah, like fuck that guy. We've never manifested good things for him. And like, yeah. I feel like we started the year with fuck them, and we're ending the year with
at least we're consistent.
We are consistent. If anything, we are consistent, people. Also, there is a RuPaul's Drag Race marathon on at the moment. They are on season 2 when Tatiana did the Britney Spears during Snatch Game.
On VH1 or
Logo. It's on Logo. I hope they show season 14, 13, the last one. So I didn't really get to watch it. I kind of like checked out on that one.
I thought you said you had Paramount Plus.
I do, but it's not on there yet. Nor is All Stars 5.
Huh.
And I kind of need to see All Stars 5. But if you must know, guys, my favorite season is going to be on tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. and that is season 4.
Mine's still 3.
See, 3 is gonna be on tomorrow afternoon. So maybe
you know what is Logo showing the Untucked or no?
No.
They still don't have like any on Paramount Plus, which pisses me off.
Really?
I haven't looked lately, but the last time I looked, they didn't have season 2 or season 3 Untucked, and those are my favorites.
Here's what we'll do, because I could go there right now and look. I have it on my television.
Well, there you go. I Love Lucy's coming to Paramount Plus. Is leaving Hulu.
Saw that.
I got on Hulu the other night to watch it. And I'm like, what is happening? I looked up. I was like, it's on Paramount Plus. I was like, oh, good.
Okay, so go with me on this one. I want Green Acres to be on some streaming platform. I don't know which one it's currently on, but like Green Acres, I don't know what it is, but that just like speaks to me because I feel like Zsa Zsa Gabor is like life. Like Zsa Zsa is everything, guys. Don't get me wrong, it is. Yeah. Also, if you haven't watched the new iCarly, it is definitely for adults because they talk about a threesome. So I was like, wow, they're talking about a threesome. Oh, and my dad said 1883 is really good. But that's like the Yellowstone prequel. And I'm like, Yellowstone's stupid.
You don't like it?
No, it's stupid.
I've never watched it.
Literally, my dad's like, I love Yellowstone. I'm like, it's because you're like a dad, and dads like that show.
A lot of women like that show. I've never watched it.
My mom said it was stupid. Okay, they have... Oh, I gotta start watching Queens of the Universe too. Forgot about that one. Trixie Mattel's on that one. Here, let's look. Episodes of Untucked. Oh, they only have 9 and 10?
Yeah, it's bullshit. I want 2 and 3 so bad.
You know what I want? I want 4 when Sharon and Phoebe
that would be good too.
Got into it. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to see Bitch I'm from Chicago and Tyra and Tatiana.
A bitch, I don't need a sugar daddy, because if I wanted a sugar daddy, I could get one.
Because I am what? Sickening.
Yeah. God, we watch the show too much. We watch it too much.
You could never have a sugar daddy because you are, what did she say? If I want a sugar daddy, I could probably get a sugar daddy. You could never have a sugar daddy because you were, what did she call her?
I don't know.
Not on that level, or you were something. I don't know what she said.
Yeah. Oh, if you're looking for a show to watch, that is a one-off on Hulu. Ben de la Creme and Jinx's Christmas special really hits the spot.
It's on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Huh.
It hits the spot. Let me tell you, there were some songs on there that I was just like, oh my God. Also, it reminds me of Jen and I. If you really want to know. Anyway, guys, we're going to go since we're just talking about drag queens at this point, but you love us.
Oh, I found it. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, okay. Kylie just got voted off. That's the episode I'm on. Kylie is gone. She looks so much better now.
Here it is. I don't have a sugar daddy. I never had a sugar daddy. If I wanted a sugar daddy, yes, I could probably go out and get one because I am what? Sickening. You could never have a sugar daddy because you're not that kind of girl. Baby, everything I've had, I've worked for, and I have gotten myself. I built myself from the ground up. Oh, you bitch. And then she threw the drink on her.
I have to send you something.
There's RuPaul's Drag Race Wiki. It's got all the stuff, all the quotes.
I just sent you something. And this will be how we end the show. Go to Twitter. Just go to Twitter. It's really bad. Like, we're going to hell for laughing at it. But, like...
It's kind of true.
It's kind of true. We're not going to talk about it because we're going to hell for, like, laughing kind of at it. But, like, it's very true, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's very fucking true. Just If you know, then you know.
Mm.
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. Anyway. All right, guys. So until next time, which next year, oh, by the way, before we end, next year we are doing the cult episode. It's going to happen because we've been saying it for the longest time. And I've got to do it before the Amazon documentary comes out on the Duggars cult, because that is the one that I'm real deep in right now.
There you go.
So that has to happen. It has to happen, guys, because I have basically just been studying cults since the pandemic started. All right. So happy New Year. We'll be back next year, which is in 2 days. But we won't be back in 2 days. Y'all know what I mean. And who knows, maybe we'll have a different outlook on life.
Hopefully.
Maybe we'll wake up on the 1st and be like, oh my God. Yes. I'm only hoping so, because the rain is supposed to stop on the 1st. And maybe that's a sign that we're going to be okay.
Maybe so.
Yes. If not, then yeah, I don't know. Fuck me, I guess.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it all. We're done.
Like
Anyway, guys,
that sound on TikTok that says everyone's gonna die, nobody's gonna remember you, so just fuck it.
pretty much. Like, guys, okay, we should be ending. This is like the 3rd time we try to end this, but we keep talking. Guys, I existentially have been thinking about that, and like the fact that in 110 years after I die, my fucking Mormon aunt and uncle's ancestors will fucking baptize me as Mormon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to live with that right now, but I feel like if I sin enough, they won't do it. They'll be like,
So
oh, that
it.
bitch can't get into heaven. And I'll be like, no, from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
I'll haunt their asses. They'll be asleep and they'll hear in their ear, bitch, you can't have a sugar daddy. I could have a sugar daddy, but you can't. And they'll be like, what? What is that? What happened? It'll just be me from beyond the grave. Yeah. God, I'd be the funnest ghost. Anyway, guys, happy New Year. Manifest good things for all of us. Yeah. Also, again, Wyndham, if you're hearing this, you have to fix the space-time continuum at this point. So get working on that. You got some time. We got some time, but just make sure you don't get sick between now and then. And yeah, let's just hope everything reverses itself. Also, it should be the Roaring 20s. So like, when's the roaring happening? Right?
That's true.
Like, okay, I get that like there was a pandemic in the 1919 years and shit, but like, where is the Roaring 20s? I'm supposed to be at some Great Gatsby level party right now. Not, sitting here about to. Okay, I laugh every time when somebody says Omicron on TikTok because they call it Omarion. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be waiting for the Omarion. I'm supposed to be partying. God. Also, I shouldn't be that fucking depressed as I am. Anyway, happy New Year. Don't drink and drive.
Just stay home.
Just stay home.
There's nothing exciting going on. Just stay home.
And there's nothing happening, guys. Let me tell you, there's nothing happening. Your friends are boring. And
everybody really wants to be in bed before midnight. They're just acting like they don't. So.
Unless you're me, I'll be watching Drag Race. So, I mean, stay home, watch Drag Race, and get drunk, and then go to bed at like 10. And then when you wake up, it'll be a new year and you just manifest all these really good things for yourself. And yeah. Sounds about right. It'll be great. And then like Jen's sinus infection will go away. Like it'll just be like poof, gone. Poof. But anyway, guys, until next year. Bye.
Bye.